Okay, hello. Welcome to a limited edition Listen to Me Talk. I actually came up with something over a series of trying to record this video that I want to share with you guys. I might mess it up and switch up a few lines, and for that, I deeply apologize. Okay. There once was a boy so... I already messed it up. There once were some boys so pretty. First place I met, a town called Derry. There was an evil clown. Together they took it down. And Richie saved Eddie from his mother's evil spaghetti. Channel my inner freestyle, my inner slam poet. Richie put on the movie and it was scary. Richie flocked over to him like a quivering bunny. Eddie flocked over to him like a quivering bunny. As Richie's heart started to melt, he realized he needed to tell Eddie how he really felt. A little later, like a kick in the gut, it seemed as though they didn't have much luck. Eddie agreed to how Richie felt, saying that he exchanged feelings of the heart. Although with his mother, they would always be apart. Richie helped Eddie get rid of his mom. They took her out and sent her back, so then there was no more evil Mrs. Kasparak. The boys sooner went down to the... Richie sooner gave Eddie his hoodie, and then a little later they went down to the quarry. Bev overheard them talking about magnetism and thought that what she had seen was part of an asylum. The boys together, Richie on defense, Eddie said, "It's okay. We can play offense." He decided to let Bev tell the boys. Sooner or later, there was a party at Ben's, which didn't have a very pleasant end. Eddie felt like he was being bombed, so he flew away. Like a bee to its honeycomb. Eddie had a few drinks, now not quite sharp as a wick. Little did he know he would hurt his head quick. When he was in a coma, Richie leaped at the doctor like a puma. He told him that he was the wily coyote and that Richie himself seemed to be the roadrunner. But what Richie wouldn't find out was that in reality, the doctor was indeed Bugs Bunny. Once his lovely boyfriend had woken up, he realized that he was hungry and dubbed the doctor Dr. Bugs Bunny. He told the doctor he was smarter than the Roadrunner, and sooner or later the boys became Chinese buffet partners. Hallelujah.
still recording?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you done?
When Richie took Eddie right back home, he noticed there was some construction, and little did these two boys know that that would help them avoid destruction. Miss Girl. Peeped the phone that he's still on after he said he would go to bed. I did this to him last night too. Which, if you've seen the video, I never went to bed. Level Up Bear was kind of sitting there on the clothes, and all he wanted to do was care. Like himself, a sweet little bear. Sooner or later, the boys had something to drink, and when Eddie was explaining to Richie his comatose, it felt more like they were going to overdose. They woke up the next morning, Bev screaming in their face about a prank they pulled that wasn't really up to pace. She explained to the boys their R-rated activities, and sooner or later, they found it in their own little creativities. They had prank called Bev about a fire, and by the end, they got the smoke that they desired. What happened after was a little whack, and it was filled with a lot of flashbacks. Richie explained it was due to a box of Newports, but little did he know those would be Eddie's last resort. He explained to Eddie that he had found a box hidden away in a little hidey hole, just like a fox. He said he could wait and brought him some chamomile and gave him a while to let his little bones heal. The next scene, Richie was having a nightmare, and it gave him a very bad scare. It was about Eddie spitting venom harshly at him. About the razors in the box that could cut denim. Bringing back to the past, Eddie explains it had to do with his mom and the amount of mental sprains. Richie laughs and says he thought it was because of him, and they take a nap where he relives that nightmare again. He wakes up gasping, waiting for air. And Eddie shot up to watch over what he called his Care Bear. Richie got up and grabbed something, going out to the balcony with a smoke instead of a Coke. He called his loved one over to watch the sun go down. And in that moment, their relationship was renowned. Later, Richie decided to take the stairs down, told Eddie to wait, but he started to frown. He went down to check on to see what was taking him so long, only to figure out he couldn't find his little bear Brown. That's based off of all the episodes so far. So that was 14. 14. That is 10-4, my friends. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 episodes in my little rhyme thingy there. I do want to say that, if you want a simplified version of the episodes all in one, there it is. I'll try to get it down pat for video and then just like make a video with me saying it. I realized halfway what it reminded me of, and if you remember an old YouTube couple, Laura DIY and Alex Wasabi, he made a rhyme and he said there once was a girl so pretty, first place we met in New York City. And it's like a whole thing. It was really cute. That's how he starts it, and then in the end he says, the first place we met, New York City. So, in tribute, he had lost his bear Brown, and the first place they met was a town called Derry. Anyway, I'm proud of myself, and I will be right back. I have this thing, and I don't know about you guys, but it's called school, and it starts early in the morning. So, for those of you trying to think I'm capping on my epilepsy, Kepler for my epilepsy, Kepler for my epilepsy, with that together, that's 1250. And lamotrigine for my epilepsy, and then trazodone because that epilepsy med makes my insomnia worse. It's a sleep med. I take pretty much the same thing in the morning minus the sleep med, and instead I take Focalin. I take the lamotrigine, the Keppra, Focalin, which is my ADHD med, folic acid, B12, and B6. With my daily dose of green tea, green mint flavored tea, and some sore throat yogi tea. Because if I don't drink it, like I said in my last video, I'll sound like this. And everybody likes my singing voice better when it sounds like this. Anyway, it's about time for me to get going, because it's been a bit, and it's 11:11, so make a wish. That's for you too, honey. As always, I love you lots, Jelly Tots. Thanks for tuning in to my weird rhymey thingy. And remember, don't drown in the shower.